probably noticed that the background looks a little bit different. The reason for that is I basically moved my desk to this side of my bedroom because people on that side of the wall are very loud and annoying. So today I wanted to talk about Nancy Wheeler. More specifically, I wanted to talk about her being a homie hopper. So, as some of you guys know, I stream on Twitch. Or should I say I used to stream on Twitch. I haven't completely quit, but I just think, well, it's a long story, that's not what this video is about. Anyway, so I used to stream Dead by Daylight often on Twitch. I was one of those Dead by Daylight streamers. LOL. And this one time, I wasn't streaming when this happened, but I was playing Nancy, because I'm a Nancy main, and I went against this one killer. I want to say they were playing Ghostface. I can't remember, that's not important. Anyway, after the match, I decided to go to their stream and say hello, because sometimes I do that. Especially if I thought that it was like a good game or, like whatever. If I'm feeling chatty, normally I'm not, but this time I was. And she was super nice. She said that I was really good at the game, and I said she was also really good at the game, and yeah, it was really cool. She also has like a really good community. I wish I could remember her name. I didn't follow her. Anyway, she told me and the rest of her chat that she doesn't like Nancy. And at first I thought that she was talking about like Nancy in the game, because Nancy's kind of have a certain reputation. If you play Dead by Daylight, you get it. Basically, Nancy's can be a little bit toxic. As a Nancy main, I agree. But normally I'm only cocky when I am playing with friends. Although, to be honest, who plays solo Survivor? I mean, like, that's just asking to have a bad time. And Dead by Daylight already is a bad time, let's be honest. So I asked her if she meant Nancy in the game or Nancy on the TV show. And she said Nancy on the TV show, and I was like, what? Because I know her like Nancy, I think that she's a good character. And she said it was because Nancy is a homie hopper. And I was like, wait, what? And she's just like, yeah, Nancy's a homie hopper, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this girl just does not like Nancy. I didn't stay in her stream too long after that. Not because of that. I was just like, hey, I want to go and play another match. Actually, you know what? I was playing solo Survivor when I played that match with her. I think it's because I had challenges, but anyway. So first, let's discuss what a homie hopper is. So, a homie hopper with multiple people that happen to be friends. Typically, this is about a girl who is a Helmy Hopper. So, for example, I have a friend, and he told me this story of one of his friends who's a girl, and she was basically married and had like a kid or two with her husband, and then she started an affair with his best friend, and her and her husband got divorced, and she was with the best friend, and they actually had a kid together. Anyway, long story short, she went back to her husband, and they're all friends. So, that's what I would call a homie hopper. You know what, I wasn't gonna say this, but I am gonna say it. I think that is just such a messed up situation, and that's a terrible situation to bring children into it. She literally made vows to her husband, went behind his back to be with another man, not only another man, but his best friend. Like, that is such a fucking betrayal. And the best friend was literally having sex with his best friend's wife. Like, I'm sorry, you know what? Trash. I don't care. And I feel bad for the husband because obviously nobody deserves to be treated like that. Like, that's a double betrayal. Not only did his best friend deceive him, but also his wife. Like, I don't know why he would take her back. Or why he would still be friends with either of them. Maybe he's really insecure. He doesn't think that he can do any better, which is just, he can totally do better. I don't know. It's just that situation makes me really upset. But I guess if they're all happy, I don't know, I still think it's bullshit. Maybe I'll make a separate video on the whole cheating topic because I actually have a lot to say, and I kind of have an unpopular opinion regarding that. I mean, I think that it's like a common sense opinion, but a lot of people nowadays, like especially the younger generation, they have a different approach to it that I don't entirely agree with. So I think I'll just make that a separate video altogether. Let's talk about Nancy being a homie hopper. I don't think that that's the correct assessment for her, in my opinion. So, in the very beginning of the show, I don't think that Steve and Nancy were a good fit, to be honest, because she was kind of like the quiet girl, the girl that got good grades. She really cared about academics, and Steve's the popular boy. He's a jock. His friends are also kind of boneheads, if I'm being honest. When they have that small little party at Steve's house, Barb even says, "Nancy, this is a guess everything works out the way that things are supposed to work out. But yeah, I just think Steve was pretty immature at that point. And like I said, his friends are kind of boneheads. And you become the company that you keep, you know? Also, Jonathan was kind of a creep. Like, it is creepy that he was there, and it's creepy that he took that photo of Nancy. All I'm saying, Steve and his friends were kind of mean to Jonathan, but even despite that, Nancy still felt bad for him because of the whole Will situation. And then, you know, she could kind of relate to him because Barb went missing around the same time. You know, they were both going through a lot, and they kind of, you know, confided in each other their suspicions that the cases were connected. Even though, you know, they found Will's body, even though, you know, it wasn't really his body. And Nancy and Jonathan decided to, you know, hunt the man with no face. And kind of through that whole experience, they really started to bond. I guess you could even say it was like trauma bond. Because then Nancy, you know, went to the other side. Jonathan helped her escape, and then they, you know, spent the night in Nancy's room together. Although nothing romantic, like, happened between them. You know, Jonathan was just being kind and careful and considerate, and Steve happened to, you know, climb up to her window and see Jonathan, you know, putting a sweatshirt around Nancy in a comforting way. Like, I feel bad for Steve. I think, you know, if any of us would have been in his position, we would have thought the exact same, and I feel bad for him. At the same time, I don't think that that was a necessarily, like, romantic gesture. Even though I don't really know, like, how Jonathan was feeling about her at that time. I think that he was just being a good friend. I think the only weird thing was when she invited Jonathan up on the bed with her. Like, I don't know. There was a pillow in between them, but still, it was kind of weird. Because, like, she did have a boyfriend, and I do think that that is disrespectful. And I think most people would agree, even though I don't think him being in the bed was for a romantic gesture. It was more so out of comfort, basically. Like, if I had a boyfriend, I would not be okay with him being in bed with another girl. Likewise, if I had a boyfriend, I would not just let some other guy in bed with me, regardless of the circumstance. That's weird. But yeah, I think it was because she, you know, is traumatized and freaked out about the whole situation. I don't think that that was a romantic gesture. So, I don't know. It's weird because this is like a fictional story. It's not real, but if it was real, still I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't conduct myself in that way. I guess I don't necessarily see that as cheating, but I guess that is cheating, because Whereas if it was IRL, if it was me, I would consider that cheating. So I guess I understand Steve's anger, but I still don't think that the movie theater stunt that he did was a good idea. I just think that's rude, you know? And yeah, his friends are boneheads. I will say, Steve, he cleans up the movie theater sign. He kicks his friends to the curb. He ends up buying Jonathan a new camera. And I think also like apologizes. So he apologizes to Nancy and Jonathan. So I think that, that's where he starts having some like really good character development. Nancy and Steve, they end up getting back together. Although that doesn't really go so well because, Nancy has kind of developed feelings for Jonathan, but, she continues her relationship with Steve. Maybe she just thinks that it'll be better just to end up with him, have like a nuclear family and all of that. Because I remember she mentioned that at one point when she was talking about like her mom and her dad, and that whole situation. And then they go to a party and she gets super like wasted, and she basically tells Steve that their relationship is bullshit. And I feel really bad for Steve because he didn't deserve that. He really didn't. She should have been honest with herself and with Steve. Anyway, so Nancy and Jonathan, they start a relationship. At first it seems like it's a good match. But then when they have a summer job, the workplace people were really like treating Nancy not well and not seriously. And she would tell Jonathan, and Jonathan just kind of was like whatever, Nancy, it's in the past, like just do your job and like that's it. I just don't think that he was being a very supportive boyfriend. And that definitely didn't make Nancy feel good. He was totally undermining her, and kind of treating her like the guys at the workplace, and then, Jonathan and his family moved away, and this is when Jonathan starts to really regress as a character because, he starts hanging out with Argyle all the time. He's getting high all the time. He, is on one hand telling her that they're gonna go to college together, but he's neglecting to tell her that I think if I remember correctly, applied somewhere else. But yeah, he wasn't being honest with her, and also she wasn't being honest with him either. They were both keeping secrets from each other, and then at the 4th season, towards the end, we kind of see that Steve still has feelings for Nancy, and we can kind of see that Nancy, is getting those old feelings back. So again, like, I don't think that Nancy can constitute as a homie hopper because I don't think that she necessarily ever cheated on Steve. But yeah, I just don't think that Nancy is a homie hopper. Also, no, you know what? Let's talk about that because to be a homie hopper, you have to be on homie sticks, and correct me if I'm wrong, I cannot think of a single scene where Jonathan and Steve are buddy. Like, yeah, they're in the same group because they know the truth about Hawkins, but they're not homies. They were never homies. Maybe they will be in season 5, but at this point in time, they're not homies. Also, the reason that she didn't tell Steve in the first place was because what was she gonna tell him? Listen, Steve, I love you. I think that Barb was killed by a man in the woods, and he has no face. Yeah, I don't think that would have gone over very well. But anyway, but yeah, that's it. That's me discussing that Nancy Wheeler is not a homie hopper.